Welcome to the Happy Mission Podcast. Here's your host, Nika Soriano.
She's a mentor to me, and I actually call her Lady Butterfly because, she can literally spread your wings to your full potential. So without further ado, I want to welcome one of the best mentors that I met in this lifetime. TL, I call her TL because she's one of the team leaders that I had. And I want to call her M for the sake of this interview, for a little formality's sake. Okay, so welcome to the show, M, or Jozelle Tech.
Hey everyone, I'm very excited and happy to be here. As I've told Nika, sobrang bagay sa yung pangalan ng podcast mo, and so I'm happy to be part of this.
Thank you, TLM. Yan, ang pinaka gusto ko talagang malaman is a little backstory of how you find out about your true calling, about your uniqueness. This is actually will lead to the story na ano yung meron ka rin ngayon, 'di ba? So, can you give us a little backstory? Who was Jozelle Tech before, probably 10 years ago, and who's Jozelle Tech right now?
Okay. Well, I am the daughter of one of the most bravest and wonderful women in the world, my mom.
Mhm.
And 5 kaming magkakapatid. But then my 2 siblings passed away at a very young age. I am a proud PWD, a person with disability. I cannot walk nor run. I'm using a wheelchair. And but I have lived my life like everybody else. That's how my mom, my parents raised us. 3 of us who have disabilities in the family. Um, as a student, I guess, the typical student then, makulit, mabarkada, um, nag-aaral. I'm into, I'm an honor student up to high school. I don't know what happened in college. But, ayun, I had a very lively and bright childhood days, and I'm very grateful for that. I started as a freelancer. I used to be doing different things. I was a jack of all trades. I've been into marketing. I've done marketing, virtual assistants, data entry. That's where I started. And then SEO. But I always lead back to what I really want, which is design.
Mhm.
And currently, I run a brand creative consultancy called The Rolling Media, along with my 6 wonderful people um, who I call my squad. We help entrepreneurs build their personal brands to become top of mind and be visible everywhere online by using brand strategy, design, and content marketing. So, my main focus right now is personal branding. I am We are trying to focus on personal branding and
Mhm.
specialize on it. Unlike before, nung generalist ako, nung freelancer ako, nung mag-isa pa lang ako. To your question, my uniqueness, how it came to be, I guess what sets me apart is my love for self challenges.
Mhm.
You definitely know this about me, Um, and constant improvement. I really believe in constant improvement. I love learning. I like exploring, and really developing my personality, my personal brand, everything about my life, my business, relationships.
Mhm.
I love the fact that every day is a chance to progress and grow, not just in my career, but also in my personal life.
Yep. Yep.
People people have to realize that what sets you apart can sometimes feel like a burden to you, but it's not. A
Mhm.
lot of times, it is what makes you human, relatable, and different. And I always tell this to our AC.
Yeah.
I've always believed that being different is better than better. So yeah, and I believe being normal is so underrated now. So yeah.
Boring. With all those things that led you to actually realizing that uniqueness, that you have to showcase that. Kasi di ba meron tayong tinatawag na parang self-doubt. Have you ever experienced that? And what did you do about it?
Of course, like even up to now, I feel like doubts, limiting beliefs, imposter syndromes, it doesn't go away. You just really have to deal with it every single day. And the turning point was when I was 25. I hit rock bottom when I was 25. I have a very messy life that time. And it made me, it actually gave me freedom to reset my life, to really, step back and think like, okay, I think I have to start all over again. And that's great because I am no longer starting from scratch, but I'm starting from experience. And having a disability is perceived with negativity and weaknesses. And the fact that it's the norm, it actually makes me sad. Yung nagiging normal na siya sa lipunan natin na yun yung typical na nangyayari tuwing sinasabi na may kapansanan, kapag may kakulangan, na negative yan, na mahina yan, and all those things. And so I took all I had and turned my disability into thousands of possibilities. If anything, I believe my greatest realization is that the biggest disability a person can have is in the mind. Nasa utak natin. Like having limiting beliefs and imposter syndrome. Because whether you think you can or not, you are actually right. You are the only person who can dictate what you can and cannot do. Ikaw lang yon. Like, you have that control in yourself to dictate kung kaya ko ba to o hindi, para sa akin ba to o hindi, etc. But I always try to choose to believe that I can and I am capable. And I hope to everyone or anyone listening now, I hope you start thinking that you can too. Just like me, if I can, definitely you can.
That happens when you really embrace your true self, that no matter what happens, you'll make it happen. You'll take action for what you believe in. What's your personal mantra, if ever you have it, TLM, for really doing it, for really taking action despite all this?
Yeah, actually, I've been asked about a mantra before, but I do have a lot of mantras. But in this case, if we're talking about doubting yourself or having hold back, I think yung pinaka nag-work sa akin na mantra is, whatever happens, I will be okay.
Yeah.
I may not be sure what will happen next, but nevertheless, I will be okay. I will be okay. Naniniwala ako dun sa what doesn't kill me makes me stronger.
Yeah.
So either I win or I learn. I never lose.
That's true. There's no mistakes in life, right? Only lessons. Personally believe with that, and that helped me with all the free sessions. Actually, guys, when M here was not that busy yet with her coaching programs and all, and the agency, she's always having free consultations, and I had that privilege to have one with her. So thank you for that. That's life changing. What can you advise to people that actually can't really seem to take action despite of all the resources, all the Monday motivation that they get, all the quotations that they see on their walls? Sometimes kahit na magbigay tayo na magbigay ng kahit anong words of wisdom, there are people that just can't seem to start. how
Mm-hmm.
can you make them, how can you empower them to actually just start and embrace their uniqueness?
Yeah, I wanted to share something na nakita kong post, siguro a few years back or probably last year lang. And it's actually funny. Nakalagay doon sa meme was, um, hindi mo kailangan ng motivational quotes. Kailangan mo lang ma-realize na wala kang pera. But in my case, I would say na hindi mo kailangan ng motivational quotes. Kailangan mo lang malaman kung masaya ka ba o hindi. Kung hindi, then make time to make yourself happy because you're the very first person who can make that happen. Everyone is possible, but only if you make yourself possible. It all boils down to your mindset. If you really believe that you deserve more than what society is telling you, then you will do everything, whatever it takes to be the best version of yourself in this lifetime. In this lifetime, I repeat. Because, di ba nga yung iba, sinasabi, YOLO, you only live once. You have to realize that. And you have to realize that what if there's no tomorrow? Right? It's not being negative, but really seizing the moment that you have right now. And I guess, I believe the best advice I can ever give to anyone is that sometimes anxiety comes from knowing that you are not doing everything that you should be doing to get the life that you want. Any of your goals, any of your dreams can come true, but you have to make it happen. Only you.
And there's nothing we can do if they don't really want to do it, because it's always their decision, right? Like
Yes.
happiness, it's always a choice. So yeah, we have to choose it every single day. And actually, I have this little segment here that's called rapid fire questions, because I just want to let other people know a little bit more about you. Okay. All right, so let's do it.
Okay, just answer, no explanation.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah. So, who is your greatest influence in life?
That's easy. My mom.
I know that. Yeah. So, what's the last book that you've read that made an impact to your life?
You Can Feel Good Again. Really good.
Nice. I'll have a read on that. What's the best thing about what you do?
Knowing other people's lives, other people's stories, their journey, everything about another person.
If you're not a personal branding strategist, what will you be doing right now?
This is intriguing, but probably scriptwriter.
Wow. I think so too. You're really good with words. Yeah. And is it success or happiness?
I can't choose between the two because they mean the same thing for me.
Oh, so a little, just to cut a little short from this rapid fire segment, can you give a little context on that? Why?
Because I find success in my happiness, and when I'm happy, I feel successful. People often think that when we talk about success, it all boils down to the digital numbers you have in your bank account. But it's not the reality, or at least it's not for me. I always want to make sure that I am being successful, yet I'm also having a peaceful mind and a grateful heart, which makes me happy.
I love that. And I must agree, because for me, happiness will always be internal. It will never be on material things. It can give you some temporary happiness or a little joy, but happiness will always be here. What's in your heart,
Yes.
right? What you feel.
Right.
Yeah. And with that, what does happiness really mean for you?
Being able to live in the moment, live in the now, and knowing that you are aiming for success, but also providing a positive impact in other people's lives.
Creating an impact will be forever happiness. Hi. And that's what you're great. So thank you, PLM, Lady Butterfly, for this wonderful episode. So I hope that who's ever listening right now, na-experience nyo rin yung joy na nararamdaman ko, because personally, I can relate all the things that actually shared with us today. And always be happy. It's a choice.